My name is Dawn Pettin, and I play Anna in Sally Stubbs' Herr Beckmann's People. So Anna is the main character who is sort of the voice and eyes and ears and jury and witness along with the audience to her family's past. She lives in Victoria and is a visual artist and is returning to Germany 21 years after having left it post-World War II. And she has avoided Germany, hasn't returned to it since leaving when she was 18. And she hasn't had any contact with her parents, has had contact with her brother, and is returning to Germany because her brother is on his deathbed. So she visits him. And it's because of her parents' connection with the SS, with the Nazis in Germany, and finding out some of the horrific deeds that her father was involved in during the war, is why she left home and hasn't had any contact with them. So she goes back to Germany and sort of has to, her brother pleads for her to sort of reconnect with the mother. So she spends some more time with the mother to sort of, and gets a different picture of that time during the war. It's always exciting. It always feels a little bit like making theater history when there's a world premiere of a new play. And it's one of the most exciting things as an actor because there is no roadmap for it. There is no way to sort of figure out. We can just really carve it afresh. I think sometimes when you're with a play through different workshops, you sort of have a real backdrop of the different versions. You have a lot of information in terms of, in a previous draft we found out that she did this, so you have a little bit more filler and background. With this one, I'm fresh on board with it, so I'm just navigating, starting to carve my roadmap because there's lots of new information that comes to Anna, and she really has to test her preconceptions. So I'm just trying to navigate that now. I don't feel any additional pressure being in the first production. The only pressure I feel is I want to do justice to this great script. And I want the playwright, Sally, to be happy with what we do. So I want to commit myself fully. I want to realize it as fully and as deeply. Because we know that that first play of a new script is pivotal in terms of getting future productions, which is always important. So I do think about that and wanting to serve the play really well so that it has a life beyond this production. So that I feel I want to work hard and do it justice.
And such a great cast, like such an awesome cast, and
Absolutely.
And Katrina to direct it, and just like what a great, yeah.
I think that people should come see the play because it is challenging to our notions of right and wrong and the area between the two. So it invites us to think about history beyond sort of the black and white terms of atrocities and good sides and bad sides, but to think about the sort of gray area and how people are complicit in other ways. And the example that I think of is when I was in first year university. I was doing an area of Native studies in this program at UBC, and this amazing Native author named Lee Markle came in and she pointed to people in her class and said, "You did this to my people, you did this." And many students got up in arms and thought, I didn't do anything, I wasn't even born when there were residential schools, you can't blame me. And I think there is something to that, to looking at, being forced to look at how we all are complicit in all sorts of things in our society, that we may not be the ones wielding weapons, but we may be the ones who are complicit in some other way. So I think the play invites us to look at guilt in a broader perspective, and invites us to think about forgiveness and about blame in a new light.